Hi everyone, this is Kat of Catalyst Holistic Life Coaching, and today I'm here to do your new moon in Scorpio reading. We just had the new moon pass on Saturday through Sunday, and we just shifted as well into Scorpio season, and we also have Mercury going retrograde today in Scorpio. So a lot of delving inward, a lot of this Scorpio energy coming forward. We may have felt the shift to suddenly new things, well, maybe not new things, but old wounds maybe coming up that haven't been resolved. And with this new moon, depending on where it falls into your chart, it will be illuminating those aspects of your life. Along with this Mercury going retrograde, it's going to be time to really evaluate what this moon has brought up for you. So I'm working with the Moonology deck, and then we will also have a goddess guide for the next couple weeks until we come to the full moon message. So beginning with the first card represents what is rising up in me, what is this new moon bringing forward. And first we have the fixed moon, hold your vision. So Scorpio is also a fixed sign, and what that means is fixed is kind of more set in their ways. They're not very susceptible to change, and they also just kind of like to stay put. They don't like to really move a lot from their ideas or their beliefs. So this card can go either way. Either something has come up for you that you need to continue to hold on to that vision because we're about to retrograde, and so there's going to be a lot of reevaluating, a lot of checking in to see how we can continue to progress whatever we are trying to move forward, whether this is falling in relationships or career or projects that we're working on. We're going to be really reflecting on how we want this vision to pan out and what we need to do to continue to build towards that, because Mercury retrograde is not a good time to start new things or sign contracts. It's a good thing to kind of go over the details and make sure that everything is in place. So not losing sight of where you want to go, but just being open to reevaluating your ways. And this can also be a sign of you're holding on to something too tightly. What are you not allowing to pass through so that you can move into a different direction? You can still have the same goal, but are you so fixated on how you want it to work out, how you want it to happen, that you're not allowing new opportunities or potential to come forward? And that's another good thing during a retrograde cycle, is to just kind of release and allow whatever to come forward as new information, being open to reevaluating your situation. And then our second card represents the message of this new moon. The message of the Scorpio new moon is the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. So maybe some of what we're releasing during this retrograde period, as well as during Scorpio season, is letting go of old patterns, old beliefs that are negative about ourselves, that are keeping us from moving forward towards these goals. This could be just releasing also negative ideas about relationships or patterns, anything that could be causing any negativity in your life. Is also another good time paying attention to how things make you feel during Mercury retrograde. And since this will be in Scorpio, this will be bringing up probably a lot of negative aspects depending on where it's falling in your chart. And these are just things to be worked through and let go of. And sometimes we need these periods to realize that we are not being served by these old patterns anymore. And so just allowing that picture to come in, being open to new ideas, being open to the idea that you have a lot more potential and possibility than maybe you're allowing in. So allowing these old patterns to die away. Scorpio is the symbol in astrology of death and rebirth. So it starts as the scorpion and then rises as the eagle and then dies in the ashes and is reborn as the phoenix. So think of this process over the next couple weeks of what needs to die away and what can I cultivate and move forward with even more. We won't be moving out of retrograde until November 20th, so we will have a good period of time to really reflect on these things. And then our third card represents the final outcome, what we're going to learn all around from this full moon. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. So the South Node in your astrology chart is your past karma, whether you believe in past lives or not. This can also just have to do with your past patterns. So things that you've learned in a previous life or previous lifetimes, and your North Node represents how you're moving forward in this life. And these past patterns can affect you unknowingly. They could be subconscious things that you're not aware of. But to put it more simply, again, with releasing negativity, it's time to let go of the past, let go of your fixed vision on how you think the world works, how you think you need to make your way in the world, and be open to allowing a new vision to come in. Release that negativity, release anything that's holding you back in this life, because we're really coming on to a powerful time of spiritual growth and progressing forward. A lot is coming into vision. People are becoming more fed up with the mundane and really wanting to delve deeper into themselves, and Scorpio is a really strong sign to do this. So don't let your past be holding you back. And if you're curious about where Scorpio is falling in your chart, you just do your chart, where Mercury retrograde is falling in your chart. You just do your chart. You have to know your time of birth and your place of birth. And it will tell you where your houses begin. And Mercury will be falling in a certain house wherever Scorpio is. So, for example, Scorpio is my 10th house, which has to do with careers. So there could be a lot going on with my passions and my careers and how I make my mark in the world. So it's different for everyone. So paying attention, if you really want to know how that works, you can look into it and see if that resonates with you. All right, and then we'll move into our goddess guide. So this is energy that you can call on to help you move through this cycle if you need more intention to focus on and some kind of energy to draw upon to help you move through this cycle. Yeah, we have the goddess Azumi in her alignment. So when these cards appear upside down in this deck, they're called alignment, which is the goddess coming forward, trying to bring you more in line with their energy. And Azumi is the goddess of humor, the laughing goddess. So with her being in alignment, again, taking things way too seriously, letting past experience determine your current experience of life, holding on to too much of a serious view and not being flexible and actually co-creating with life, being more playful, just being negative, not letting things kind of unravel and move forward. So, take time to find ways to be playful during these next couple weeks. Find things that actually bring you joy. If it makes you feel negative, just let it go. Just don't, if these are no longer serving you, these things from your past, just let them go. And I know that's sometimes easier said than done, but when you really just tap into the way things make you feel, you don't want to be feeling this negativity anymore. You want to be feeling this happiness and lightheartedness that you have deep within. And so that can require a lot of surrender, a lot of letting go and being more flexible. And that can be a scary thing for a lot of people, just kind of throwing their cares to the wind. But it will definitely be very helpful, especially during Mercury retrograde. It is a really bad time to try to take things too seriously and be thrown off by life's little detours. So having a lightheartedness and allowing the flow of life to just happen and allowing your feelings to come up however they may will really start to kind of loosen this energy. And the more you let go, the more it won't affect you anymore. These old patterns will start to dissipate, and you won't have to be so reliant on old ways of being to support you. You can kind of step into this new relaxed state of mind. So that is your reading for this new moon. If you felt like that resonated, please comment or share. If you'd like a more personal reading, private message me, and I do personal moon readings, or if you just want to delve deeper and do actual card readings, I can do that as well. So coming up next will be your weekly guidance reading. That will be the next video. And yeah, that is all for this. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great and happy Halloween. Bye.